Welcome to our video series GST 2.0 Made Simple with TallyPrime. In this series, we'll explore the key changes under GST 2.0 and show you how TallyPrime makes adapting to these changes simple and effortless for your business. In this first episode, let's start with an overview of GST 2.0, what it is, what's changing, and why it matters to you. Today, we will cover the key updates in GST 2.0 and the revised tax rates. Let's see them in detail. In the 56th GST Council meeting, chaired by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, several important decisions were made. These include reducing GST rates, introducing provisional refunds, simplifying the registration process, amending place of supply rules, and clarifying how post-invoice discounts will be handled. The Council also decided on valuation rules for products like pan masala and tobacco and announced the launch of the GST Appellate Tribunal. Let's go through each of these changes one by one. The GST Council has approved reforms to rationalize tax rates. Earlier, we had multiple slabs like 5, 12, 18, and 28%. Now, these are simplified into three categories. 5% is the merit rate, covering essentials and utilities. 18% is the standard rate for consumer goods. And 40% is the demerit rate, applied to luxury and sin goods. To easily compare the old and new GST rates, you can use the free tool developed by Tally Solutions. From 1st November 2025, businesses can receive provisional GST refunds. This means officers can sanction refunds quickly based on system evaluation and risk checks. 90% refunds will be allowed for zero-rated supplies and inverted duty structures. This will improve cash flow, reduce waiting time, and even remove the 1,000 rupee limit for low-value export refunds. However, certain registered categories may be notified later who will not be eligible for provisional refunds. From 1st November 2025, GST registration will become much simpler for small businesses. If your B2B supplies are less than 2.5 lakh rupees per month, you can opt for this scheme. Only low-risk businesses are eligible, and registration will be granted within 3 working days. It is voluntary, so you can choose to opt in or withdraw anytime. This change is expected to benefit nearly 96% of new applicants. The Council has also made registration easier for small e-commerce suppliers by removing the need for separate state-wise registrations. Amendments to the place of supply rules will affect intermediaries such as consultants, BPOs, and agents, but only for the intermediary services they provide. Under the new rule, the place of supply will be the location of the recipient. This means services will be treated as exports, attracting zero-rated GST and eligibility for input tax credit refunds. It will lower costs for foreign clients and make Indian services more competitive in the global market. Please note, this amendment has not yet been enacted, and the official implementation date is still to be announced. Under GST 2.0, the requirement to establish discounts through agreements made before or at the time of supply and linking them to specific invoices has been removed. This lowers the compliance burden for businesses. Now, post-sale discounts can simply be issued through credit notes. When this happens, buyers must reverse input tax credit to match the discount passed. Overall, this change streamlines the post-sale discount process. The official implementation date is yet to be announced. Under GST 2.0, the government has decided that GST on products like pan masala, gutkha, cigarettes, and other tobacco items will be charged on the retail sale price instead of the transaction value. For now, the existing GST rate and transaction-based valuation will continue. The implementation date for retail sale price valuation will be announced later. Until then, pan masala and similar products will remain under the current GST and compensation cess rates until all loan and interest obligations are cleared. The GST Appellate Tribunal, or GSTAT, will serve as India's single apex forum for resolving GST disputes. Appeals will be accepted starting September 2025, and case hearings are set to begin by December. All backlog appeals must be filed by 30th June 2026. The tribunal will provide a strong mechanism for dispute resolution, improving trust and transparency across the system. The principal bench of the tribunal will also act as the National Appellate Authority for advance ruling. These are some of the key announcements under GST 2.0 that will impact businesses. In our next episode, we'll talk about how you can prepare your business for GST 2.0 and get your teams ready for the change. Stay tuned, because with Tally Prime, everything tallies, even GST 2.0.